Good morning YouTube fam, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today I'm going to take you guys through my current first lower body workout of the week. We are making some changes in my workout plan right now. We're adding more volume in, and I believe within the next few weeks we're going to be adding an extra training day. So right now I'm doing 4 training days, 2 upper body, 2 lower body, and we're going to be adding in I think like a glute day, just because that's the area where I just struggle the most. And like no matter what I do, like there's progress but not as much progress as there is in my quads or my upper body. So we're really going to hammer on those glutes and just try to make as many gains as possible within the next year, since I'm not competing, and we just want to milk the fact that I'm not going to be in a deficit or dieting, and that I'm able to grow because I'm eating enough to let my body actually grow and put on muscle. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through that lower body workout right now.
Alright guys, welcome to the workout and meet my new gym, the Athletic Factor in Pompano Beach. I am completely obsessed with this place. It has all the machines I need. It has an awesome bodybuilder atmosphere, and I'm just completely obsessed with it. I decided last minute that I don't want to talk about exactly what I'm doing in the workout. I kind of want to talk about programming a little bit and how I like to design workout programs. So we're going to focus on lower body today. The first thing that you're going to want to do if you're designing a workout program for your lower body is you're going to want to start with the movement that takes the most out of you, the movement that you want to be your strongest in, just because if you throw it in mid-workout or at the end of the workout, you're not going to have the same energy that you're going to have when you go right into the workout. So that's why I normally like to start with either a squat or a deadlift. I have 2 lower body days, so on one day I will do squats, on one day I will do sumo deadlifts. And the reason being is that they are both very fundamental compound lifts that will engage more than just one muscle group. And that is why they are so exhausting and why they take the most out of us. So it's very smart to do them first. And this will also leave you feeling nice and warmed up to get into some isolation work. So when it comes down to picking your isolation moves, you're going to want to focus on your weaknesses. So are you quad dominant? Are you hamstring dominant? Do your glutes need work? So when I do lower body workouts, most of my exercises are geared towards my hamstrings and my glutes because those are my weakest areas. So I try to do 1 to 2 hamstring exercises, and then I will throw in 1 to 2 glute exercises. How many I pick and where my rep range and sets sit all depends on how deep I am into the programming. So when we're starting off, we want to start off doing as little as possible to see a result. Just like dieting, you don't need to go all out at the start. This will actually give you room to keep on adding more and more volume as you progress into your programming. So let's say you start off doing 2 sets of squats for 6 reps. That gives you room to increase the sets and the reps once your strength starts to plateau. With my programming, instead of having different exercises every 4 to 5 weeks, we just changed the rep ranges and the sets. This will help you keep making progress over time because you're continuously loading the muscle with more and more volume. I would also recommend going with the exercises that you're strongest in, because going back to the whole volume thing, this will actually allow you to lift more weight and load the muscle with more weight. So for me, these are exercises like laying hamstring curls or seated leg extensions or walking lunges or stiff-legged deadlifts, and they're just all exercises where I can lift a good amount of weight and hitting the muscle the best way possible. Another thing you want to take into consideration as well is making sure that you're hitting every single angle of the muscle. Like if we talk about the glutes, there are 3 main muscles that comprise your glutes. So gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and gluteus minimus. And even though exercises like a squat or a sumo deadlift do stimulate all 3 areas of your glutes, it doesn't hurt to add isolation glute exercises to make sure that you really are hitting every single part of your glutes. Things like a hip thrust or a cable kickback or a cable hip abduction, and just things like that to make sure that you're really hitting the glutes from every single angle and growing every single muscle that comprises the glutes. Another thing I would recommend you guys implement into your training program is unilateral movements, just to make sure that you're avoiding any kind of muscle imbalances, just in case you have like one leg that's stronger than the other or one leg that's bigger than the other. That happens to all of us. Me, myself, I have a glute that's way bigger than the other one, and same with a quad. So things like single leg extensions or a Smith machine lunge or split squats, essentially any exercise where your body is using each limb one at a time. And when you are doing unilateral exercises, make sure that you start with the weaker side first. That way you can kind of see if you need to do less reps on your stronger side or maybe back off on the weight. And last but not least, let's talk a little bit about rep ranges and how many reps you should be doing per exercise. On heavy compound lifts, my rep ranges stay within 5 to 10 reps just because this is what's been shown to optimize growth and strength. And then for any accessory lifts, I like to do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. Usually anywhere from 10 to 12 is like the max that we'll go. We have found that this is the sweet spot for my body to kind of get the most out of growing and gaining strength. In my opinion, it's best to keep rep ranges anywhere from 5 to 12, 15 reps, just because this is where people will see the most growth and strength gains. Obviously, this all depends on your goals. If you are a power lifter, you're probably going to be within the 1 to 3 rep range, 1 to 5. And then if you are more of an endurance athlete, then you're going to want to keep your reps anywhere from 10 to 15 plus reps. So like I said, it all depends on your goals. In my opinion, it's good to kind of have a good variety because this will allow you to train for strength, growth, and muscle endurance. For those of you out there who are training for fat loss, make sure that you are lifting a good amount of weight during your training sessions, because even though building muscle while you're in a deficit is extremely difficult, it's definitely doable. And if you have a good muscle base, this will help you look a lot leaner when you do shred some fat. Too many girls are afraid of lifting weights because they think they're going to gain too much muscle mass and look bulky when they lift weights, but truth is this is not possible because we just don't have the testosterone levels for our body to do this. But what will happen is that you will put enough muscle mass to get that lean toned look that most of us girls desire. So do not be scared to get into the weight room and lift some weights. When we don't lift weights and we eat in a deficit and all we do is cardio, yeah, you're gonna lose fat, but you're also gonna lose a lot of muscle, and that's when you get the whole skinny fat look. So don't be scared to lift weights. It seriously is one of the best things that you can do for your body. So I'm gonna wrap this commentary here, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and that it was helpful. If you liked it, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and I will let you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that lower body workout, and before I end this video, I just want to show you guys two really cool things. The first one is keep my socks. These are literally the most amazing socks ever. I'm obsessed. They're Vans, and this is really random, but I just wanted to show you guys because they're so cute. And the second thing I'm going to show you guys is this really good mix that I'm about to make. It's my lunch. It's about 2 or 3 p.m. right now here in Florida. But I want to show you guys what I'm going to have for lunch because this is something that I loved having as a kid. And my mom is here, so she made the lentils the exact same way that she used to make them back when I was in Colombia and I was little. So we're going to go do that right now. Alright you guys, so we have a shredded lettuce, cucumber, tomato salad, and then we have some white rice, lentils, which I will show you guys how to make if you give me a thumbs up and let me know down below that you want to see the recipe video. And then we have some shredded chicken on the side, and then we're going to be adding some holy guacamole to all of this. Then you mix it all together and you got yourself the best lunch ever. And two things you can't forget: Diet Mountain Dew, or any kind of diet pop works in my opinion. And then we got some reduced sugar ketchup. I usually like to add this to everything. Like, I'm not kidding when I say everything. And then I literally just mix everything, and then I add it into the salad because that's how I used to eat it when I was little. And TBH, it tastes really freaking good. I don't know if I'll be doing that though, because it just doesn't look aesthetic enough for you guys. We'll see. 75 grams of shredded chicken. I think it was like 85 grams of lentils, and then 45 grams of rice, or something like that. No, pero wow. It's insane how like flavors can just bring back so many freaking memories. Like, that is why I love food, because it's more than just food, you know? With that, I am gonna finish up the video. The macros for that meal were 42 carb, 5 grams of fat, and 28 grams of protein. So if you guys ever end up trying that combination together, please let me know, because it is so freaking good. And don't forget the ketchup. Like, the ketchup is major key. It just adds like that sweetness to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions for me, anything to tell me, make sure to leave it down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one.